If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. And why is my... There we go. Beautiful. Okay, everybody, listen. What I want you to do is, I want you to take this link and share it out with some of your friends. Perfect. Take this link, share it out with some of your friends. Take this link, share it out with some of your friends. I don't know why this thing is doing this. 1 second, let me fix my background so y'all can see this stock market behind me. I don't know why it's doing this. HDMI, boom. Let's get started, man. What's up? Look at Carla Gill. She got that pivot. Support 1, support 2, resistance 1, resistance 2. Hey, you on it, Carla. I love it. That means you working. That means you are working. Good stuff, Carla. I know we got a 101 a day, right, Carla? We got a 101 a day, what, 3:30, I want to say? 3:30, just make sure you just give me a call around that time. Just give me a call at 3:30. What we watching today? I know, right? I'm trying to get my background to get right, but for some strange reason, it won't act right. Let me get it right. There we go. Let's see if it stays right. There we go. All right. Everybody take this link, share it out with 5 of your friends. Take this YouTube link and take it out with 5 of you, share it out with 5 of your friends, because we are about to jump into this beautiful, beautiful trading morning. It's a beautiful thing, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so right now, everybody, I tried to tell you yesterday. I tried to tell you yesterday about what could potentially happen. Hopefully somebody got into some call action yesterday when we was discussing that double bottom, right? Hopefully somebody was able to get into some calls, right? Because SPY went crazy. Yes, NVIDIA earnings is tomorrow, right? NVIDIA earnings is it tomorrow or is it tonight? Is it tomorrow or tonight? I gotta check the day. I think it might be tonight. Let's see, NVIDIA. 8:23. Yeah, so tomorrow, you're right. Tomorrow. You're absolutely right. So NVIDIA earnings are tomorrow. Okay. NVIDIA's earnings are tomorrow. Look like the consumer staples shows weakness. Interesting. I need to do some more research on it right quick to see what's going on with it. I don't know if I'm playing NVIDIA's earnings this go around. Are you opening the coaching program when the new Mastermind starts? Yes, we are. We will open up the coaching program 2 more times this year. We have 2 more masterminds before the masterminds are over for this year. We got 2 more masterminds, and we will open it up 2 more times. I think the Feds are talking too right now. Fed says balance sheet normalization in the background of the policy at this point. Fed Barkin is talking. Yeah. Communication that work from home still has a way to go. Says needs to achieve 2% target to ensure its credibility. Okay. All right. Tomorrow after the bell, Desmond Woods, it's going down. Okay, it's going down. If you're on my Instagram right now, you want to see my screen, go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. All right. So everybody, let's jump into this thing. So let me pull up my Thinkorswim. So, for example, everybody, SPY, right? Yesterday when we were talking, let's kind of go through yesterday when we were talking about SPY and kind of break it down as far as potential entries and all that good stuff, right? So let me share my screen with you so you guys can see. So right here, this is SPY. And yesterday we were talking about SPY, SPY, okay? On a 15-minute. All right. All right. So yesterday we saw, as a matter of fact, let me go to the 1 hour time frame because it'd be a better view on the 1 hour. Here we go. All right, so right here. So yesterday when we were talking, we discussed yesterday that this 433 level was a strong level on SPY. Okay, SPY is to everybody who's new here. SPY is the S&P 500. This is the 500 largest companies in the USA. Okay, so this is SPY. Kind of controls the market, right? So right here we have that SPY came down to this 433 area on Friday. Okay. And when we were talking yesterday, we said it's a possibility that SPY could go back down to that 433 and kind of almost form a double bottom, right? It's a possibility SPY can go back down to that 433, form a double bottom, and bounce off of it. Okay. And we understood that we have a demand zone right here around this 440 area. Go 440. Around this 440 area. Wrong tool. All right. Around this 440 area to this 437 area for the most part, right? So we know that this is a strong level of demand. Okay. And since we know this is a strong level of demand, what we were looking for yesterday, the market came up. This is Friday. The market bounced off of this level right here. Okay. So we bounced off of this zone right here, right? It bounced, went up, and it came back up towards this demand zone, right? And when we came back into this zone, or we can just call it a key zone for now, right? But when it came into this key zone right here, we said if it stays in this zone, it's a strong possibility that it can keep pushing up. All right. We said if it stays in this zone, it's a possibility that it can keep pushing up. All right. So what happened was it came up right here. It fell down. Then we said if it falls down, we could potentially see a double bottom. That means a double bottom was it come back down to this 433 area and either break it or bounce off of it. But what happened was this. It came down to this area, this 435 area, which was a strong level. Because you look right here, all of this fuss right here, right? I'll show you all this fuss right here. All of this fuss right here, you see it could right here. It hit this level, couldn't break it, hit it right here, hit it right here, hit it right here, hit it right here, hit it right here. This is the hour time frame that I'm currently on, everybody. And it came down to this level and bounced off of this level and went up, everybody. What this is showing us is showing us that the buyers are moving up. It's showing us that 433 could have possibly been the bottom. And if 433 is the bottom, now we're back on that run to the upside that we've been talking about, because we broke through this key zone area, right? Big Mama's house, the demand zone. It came back inside this demand zone, and now we have broken out of that demand zone. Okay. So what we could possibly see is we could possibly see a retest back of this 440 area and then a bounce off of this 440 area heading right back up. Okay. So we on the 2-day streak of green days. Okay. Got a possible trend line we can draw in the 1 hour. I just started. We all know what trend lines is that. It takes 2 points to confirm, 2 points to start one, and the third point will confirm it. So we have the first point right here, the second point's right here. So now we're going to see if it's going to be an actual trend line. All right. So something to look out for. So right now, at this very moment, SPY is currently up about $2, almost $2 for the day. Okay, so overnight it gapped up $2. So if you are in calls, congratulations, you're going to wake up to money. You wake up to a positive green day. Okay, so if you actually purchased calls on SPY yesterday, that means right now you're going to wake up and you're going to have a green day in the stock market so far. Okay, green day in the stock market so far. So this is something for us to watch. Okay, let's keep a close eye on this right now with SPY. And let me drill it over here right quick. So let's keep a close eye right here on SPY and see when the market opens today. Okay, when the market opens today, everyone, you're looking to see price action when SPY comes back to 440. If it comes back to 440, okay? If it comes back to 440, SPY, if it comes back to 440, this is going to control the entire market almost. You might have some onesie, twosie stocks to do its own thing, but for the most part, when SPY comes back to 440, if it breaks 440 and start heading down towards that 430, 439, 438, the market is kind of dropping down. And we'll see what's the next point is. Let's see what happens when it gets to 437. Okay. But if it comes to that 440 and it bounces off of that 440, or if it sits around that 440, this is potentially another entry point for you. Okay. I'm not telling you what to buy and how to trade, but I'm telling you this is another potential entry point for you leading up to a nice possible run. Okay. And everything on this potential run is probably going to be focused on what Jerome Powell has to say, I think, on August 25th, which is Friday, I believe. Whatever Jerome Powell has to say on Friday at the when he has to speak next. Okay. So let me repeat that so you guys can understand what I just said. Right now, SPY is at 441.25 at this very moment. If I come right here let's go to the 15 minute, you might be able to see it a little clearer. So right here, at this very moment, we see that SPY is at a 441.25. Okay. We know the top of this demand zone, top of this order block is right around that 440 zone. Okay. Right around that 440 zone. So what we're looking for is this. We're not going to just be oblivious and say, oh, the market is going to just keep running, going up. Right. We have to keep in mind that there's a potential for a pullback. And when this pullback happens, this pullback can come back to this 440. Now, one of the things you want to notice is, and things you want to focus on is, when it comes to 440, what happens? Okay? Price action, everybody. In the upcoming mastermind, you're going to learn about price action. In the upcoming mastermind, you're going to learn about when things pull back, you want to see how the price starts reacting to certain levels, okay? So in the upcoming mastermind, we're going to learn more and go in depth in that August 9th through August 13th. But what's going to happen is we want to see if it happens. You got to always have multiple scenarios about what can play out, okay? Multiple scenarios about what can play out. The first thing is, if it comes back to 440, you want to see what happens when it hits 440. If it does this right here on a 440, look right here. Look at this candlestick right here. See this candlestick? You see right here throughout the day, throughout the morning, it dropped down here and pushed back up. If it start doing that, if it does that when it gets to a 440, that is a bullish sign, everybody. What does a bullish sign mean? A bullish sign means the stock market can continue to go up. Okay? The stock market can continue to go up. All right? I'm also going to put this level right here. I like this level right here as well. Okay. Inside of that, that's that 438 range. Okay. So we definitely can see the market come back here because this is where it held it all night last night. It held there all night last night. So we can see it pull back possibly to this 438 area as well. Okay. That's what we want to work. That's what we want to look for. All right. Now, next thing is this. Next thing is we want to see if it could potentially continue to push up. All right. If it continues to push up, this is what we're looking for, everybody. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So right now we're at this level right here. We want to see this stock go and break that 441.52. Okay. 441.52 is one of the levels we want to see it break. Chris, why do we want to see it break this level? Okay. We want to see it break this level and hold. Okay. Small things, right? Small things first. You want to focus on this. This was a level of support and resistance. Okay. So right here we have, it was resistance on this day. Support on this day, support on this day, support on this day. Then it finally broke through, came back up. It was resistance right here for 2 hours. And now we're working our way back up to this level. Okay. We hit this level, we broke above it, and we fell right back beneath it. All right. So that break of that 441.50 area going up towards that 452 is going to be a strong level. I would even move it up to that 442 level right around here. Okay. I'll be more safe and go towards that 442 level. All right. 442 level. Okay. So if you're breaking everything down, you're looking around that 440. So right, you're looking at 440 is the first level to the downside. Then we're looking for this 438.55 area. Okay. To the upside, we want to see that break of that 442 and hold that 442 area. Okay. This is going to give us opportunities to buy in. Okay. Right now, everybody, we're still in the upward trend for the long haul. Right. On the 1 year, 1 day time frame, we're still in the upward trend. We have not went back down to a downward trend. We're in an upward trend. Okay. So when you're in an upward trend, majority of your plays, majority of your looks should be going towards the upside. Okay. And right now, as far as the intradays, we're, or I guess you can say short-term, long-term, we are in a 2-day push-up right now as well. Okay. And today may make a third day of being green. Okay. All right. Hopefully I didn't confuse y'all too much. Hopefully y'all with me. If you've been rocking with me, you definitely understand. If you've been rocking with me, you definitely understand. If you have not been rocking with me and you knew, it's okay. Okay? It's okay if you knew. The longer you stay around, the more you will become aware of what we're talking about. All right? The more you stay around, the more you become aware of what we're actually talking about. All right? So the market opens in 20 minutes. Let's go and check out our stock futures like I love to do every morning. Let's check out our stock futures and see what's going on there. Boom, boom, boom. If you got any questions too, throw them in the chat. Any questions, throw them in the chat. Oh, here we go. I got it up already. And as we move on, everybody, I'm going to start showing you guys my... I'm gonna start showing why did it do that? Interesting. Oh, let's see. All right. So let's take a look at these stock futures. Remember, what did I tell you about the stock futures? What does this mean? Why do we look at it? Okay. We look at it to see what happened overnight for the most part. Now, of course, you can do it in TD Ameritrade. I just always got accustomed to doing it right here. So this is why I stick to it, right? So what we see is the Dow Minis. The Dow Minis went up it's up $45 right now. Okay. Well, 45 points. All right. 45 points, which is pretty good. Okay. Right here, we got the S&P 500 futures up 19 points, which is real good. 19 points equate to about 1.5, like a 1.5 or $1.50 move up on SPY. Okay, so the S&P 500 futures is basically the minis is basically the S&P 500 SPY SPY. Okay, now QQQ, the Nasdaq 100. The Nasdaq 100 is up 102 points. That's crazy, everybody. QQQ has really been going crazy lately. Not gonna lie, QQQ has really been going crazy lately. I know this lady in our class, program named Marsha. She goes crazy with QQQ. She loves QQQ. So it's up 102 points. That's great. That means overnight, everybody. Whenever you wake up and you see the futures are green, that means overnight the stock market has went up in value. The stock market has increased. That means if you are invested in the market for the most part, that means when you wake up in the morning, your portfolio, your options or whatever you have will be up in the green for the day. Okay? Will be up in the green for the day. Okay? That's what that means. Okay? That's what that means. All right. Let's keep going. And we got the Russell is up 6.5 points. Okay, 6.5 points. That's for the Russell. So you got the Nasdaq, the Russell, S&P 500, Dow Mini. And where I go to see this, everybody, is CNBC.com. So just go to Google and in Google type in CNBC stock futures and CNBC stock futures, and this will pop up for you. And it's labeled as pre-market data. Okay, that's what its label is. Wow, breaking. Is that new?
Divestiture?
That's a good question.
Right? Because I think it leaves it open.
Well, not be in a position to either to release Activision Blizzard games exclusively on its own cloud streaming service, Xbox Cloud Gaming, or to exclusively control the licensing terms of Activision Blizzard games for rival services.
Yeah. Still not clear.
Listen, Microsoft is just doing. Check this. Let's take a look at Microsoft right quick. It says Microsoft submits new Activision takeover deal to British regulators. Look at Microsoft. Microsoft is just doing this thing right now. Let's take a look at Microsoft right quick. Breaking news, everybody. Gotta love this thing, right? Take a look at Microsoft. All right. Here is Microsoft. Microsoft submits a deal, right, to take over a company. And look what Microsoft does. Last night, Microsoft closed at 321. Everybody, Microsoft yesterday closed at 321.88. Okay? Microsoft closed at 321.88. Right now, Microsoft is at 325.49. So if you are, I know we got some people in my program that's holding Microsoft. Congratulations. Okay? Congratulations. When you wake up today, when this market opens up, you are going to be in the green. So congratulations. Microsoft jumped up off of the news. Microsoft is being very aggressive. Very, very aggressive right now. Okay? This is good news for Microsoft. Okay? Great news for Microsoft. All right, this is great news for Microsoft. As you can see, Microsoft has been on a tear ever since they kind of took on ChatGPT. Okay, earlier this year in January, Microsoft was right around $230. Right now, it's at $321, almost up 100 points, $100 in a matter of 6-7 months. That's crazy. So if you have been investing in Microsoft, congratulations. It even went up to 366. Right? And it pushed back down some. So you do know we got some movement up. All right? Definitely got some movement up on Microsoft as well. So something to think about. Okay? Man, Microsoft's going crazy. It really is. I love it. I love to see it. Okay. I love to see it. Yep, and they got. I didn't mean to remove that righteous sport. Yep, and they got. Did I hit add to chat? I didn't mean. Oh, that's what I mean. Yep. So if I hit right here, okay, boom. Anyway, got it. Yep. So they do have. They got ChatGPT, which is crazy, right? It's crazy. They're doing all right. I love it. Let's keep going. Go back and look at some of these messages. When you hold overnight and you're up before it open, is it best just to take your money first thing at open or stay in? Okay, great question, Nakia. So she says let me put this on there. This is what she's asked. She says, when you hold overnight and you're up before the open, is it best just to take your money first thing at the open or stay in? Great question. It all depends on this. Okay, it all depends on what your goal is and what you're planning and what type of contract do you have. Okay, so when I say what type of contract do you have, if you have an expiration date that's 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, and you've made the amount of money that you want to make on this play already, yes, I would say, hey, take your profits, look for something else. Okay, take your profits and reset, look for something else. But if you're out for a whole year, 6 months, 8 months to a whole year, 2 years. And you say, hey, I want to let this thing keep rolling. We're gonna keep it moving. You can stay in, okay? But if you have anything less than like a month or lower, and you done made money on this nice push up, man, take those profits, be happy, breathe for a second, okay, and reset and look for another entry on your trade, okay? Because you did a great job. All right, does that make sense, Nakia? But if you went in for the long haul, it's just another way, or just another push-up. So good stuff. I took PayPal 60 calls, expiration Friday. You took PayPal 60 calls. What does PayPal got going on? PayPal 60 calls. Let's see. When did you get in? When did you get into PayPal? Because it definitely went up. It went up since Friday. It's definitely went up $3 since Friday, right? But the only thing I'm afraid of is your expiration date is kind of short, kind of weak, or too tight. Do you see QQ doing a retest of 364? Do I see QQQ doing a retest of 364? Let's take a look at it. QQQ 364. Let me share my screen. All right. So he asked, do I see QQQ doing a retest of 364? Let's see why 364 is pivotal. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Take a look at 364 area. 364 right here. Boom, boom, boom. I see why you see 364. Because right here, 364, strong level of support. Right here, strong level of support. Right here, strong level of resistance. It's almost the same. It's almost the exact same thing as SPY at the 440. And then we see right here, we hit 364 twice right here. I would say this. And all night right here, we couldn't break 364. So yes, so we do know that 364 is a strong level for QQQ. That has been confirmed just by looking at that fast. So we do know 364 is a strong level for QQQ. Now, will it go back down and hit 364 is the question, right? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know, right? Honestly, I don't think it's going to go back and hit 364. I do not think we're going back that way. I do believe it can come back here and test somewhere around this 365 area, okay? The reason why I'm looking at this area right here is this. Take a look. So we see that we have moved from 364. 364 was a pain for us. It was a resistance for us and hard to get through. We broke through 364 right here on the 5 minute, came back down and retest, and we pushed up. Okay, we pushed up and we went crazy up. So right now for this day, for this intraday day, we're in an upward movement for the day. Okay, so we're gonna need some negative news, negative news to push us down all the way down to 364 to regroup or to reevaluate to see if there's gonna be a strong level of support. Okay, but what we can see is right here. The last time when we broke through this level right here, this 365 level, we broke through. We started to test it, and we broke through and pushed up to 366. So before we even think about a 364, we want to see it break this 365.5 area. You can just say 365, okay? I believe 365 will be the next level of support it tries. If it does come down to 364, that may be a great buying opportunity for you, okay? But it has to break 365 first. So you can reevaluate 364 if it breaks 365. But your first thing you want to look for if it comes back down to 365. Personally, I'm looking at the market right now. It's definitely showing some strength right now. So I believe we may just be going on a nice upward move for the day. Small pullback, but for the most part, I think that we may be just pushing on up for a nice smooth $2 to $3, $4 day on SPY and QQQ. But I don't think we're gonna have a strenuous pullback. Okay, just my thoughts. That's a great question, bro. Or sis, I'm not sure which one. It's a great question. Let's go through some more of these comments. Boom, boom, boom. Great questions, y'all. What's my thoughts on the video? So what are my thoughts on the video? Great question. What are my thoughts on the video? Oh, man. I don't know. Listen, everybody. Let's talk about it for a second, okay? Earnings. NVIDIA earnings. Let's talk about it. Everyone, the earnings is basically a guess, okay? Earnings is a guess. There's really no way to say, okay, I know for a fact this stock is going to do this, or I know for a fact this stock is going to do this or this, that, and third when it comes to earnings, all right? So when you have earnings in play, it's really a guess. So when you invest in earnings, only invest what you're willing to lose. So if you only want to put 200 in, only put 200 in. If you only want to put 300 in, only put 300 in. If that's how much you're willing to lose. Don't go putting 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 on the earnings play, because if it goes the wrong way, it's going to take all of your money, just like that. Okay? And remember, with the earnings play, you want to see if the stock goes up, you want to see it go up and stay up. If it goes down, you want to see it go down and stay down. Okay? Go up and stay up, go down and stay down. You do not want it to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The only thing it's doing is taking your money. Okay? So be very, very careful when it comes to earnings. Just know, only invest what you think. Okay? I know NVIDIA's going crazy up right now, but NVIDIA has so much more potential to the upside. It's ridiculous. Okay, it has so much more potential to the upside that it's ridiculous. Okay, but at the same time, it's definitely up. It's up. Like right now, it's crazy. Okay, so something to think about. I really can't sway or say, what's gonna be what with this NVIDIA thing right now. I gotta look at it some more, right? Let's keep going. Let's look at any more questions. Okay, I think that's all the questions right now. Let's see if we got any more down here. If you didn't put a stop loss on a trade, the trade goes bad. What can be done to correct it? All right, great question. So someone says if you did not put a stop loss on a trade, the trade goes bad. What can be done to correct it? So I would need to know a little bit more information, right? The first thing I need to know is how far is your expiration date? Okay, how far is your expiration date? The farther out your expiration date, the less panic you need to have. Okay, the farther out your expiration date, the less you need to be worried. Okay, but if you have an expiration date, a Righteous Sports, I like that. I like that Righteous Sports. 800, I love it. I can see it going to 1,000 before they do I can see it going to 1,000 before they do a stock split. NVIDIA, and I can answer that question, Cicely. And NVIDIA is starting to form. Yep, I got 5 minutes. Yep, got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's see. 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. So NVIDIA right now, not NVIDIA, talking about NVIDIA is starting to form a cult like group. How Tesla had that cult like group in 2020, 2021, and that market people just gonna buy into it and drive it crazy because it's one of the most popular stocks right now. That's NVIDIA. Okay. But sister, to answer your question is this. This is how I will answer your question. We will have to look at it and understand what was your expiration date. If your expiration date is far out, you're okay. You could potentially look to buy in more on the push down while it's falling down. But if you have a short expiration date, a small expiration date, there's not much you can do. Okay. You can try to buy back in some more, buy more shares, but the problem is when you're buying more contracts, I should say, is it truly going to? If you're buying more contracts and it keeps going down, it's not going to help you out. It's going to lose more money. Okay, that's why I always tell you: for one, set a stop loss. For two, September 8th, you got about 2-3 weeks. That's still a small a weak expiration date. It's not that strong. And if you're in calls, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Honestly, what I would possibly do is, if you still have money in it, I would possibly cut my losses and go regroup. That's what I would do. Cut my losses and regroup. Okay? So everybody, it's 9:27. I got to jump in. How do we sign up for your course? You can sign up for the course. It's actually in my the link is in my in the description on this video, and it's also right here /Mastermind HP, and that's the link. That's the site right there for you can sign up for as well. It's October 9th through October 13th. Okay, so everybody, I'm about to jump on with my Promised Land, with my trading program. We about to start trading live right now. So everybody that's on the YouTube channel, if you're in the Promised Land trading, go ahead and jump into the Zoom. We about to go trade live right now. Everybody else, I will see you tomorrow morning. Y'all have a good one. All praise to the Most High.